You know what we need to start the podcast with?
But I see dead people.
No.
You want to start with the news of the day?
I mean, it only makes sense, though.
Okay, I'm gonna come out.
Okay, can we just set it up so people know what we're talking about?
All right.
Okay, welcome Before Dawn podcast, episode number
One,
one.
maybe two, probably one.
Probably one, yes. Mr. Marshall Mathers.
I swear, I feel like every time we sit down, we're just talking about him. It's not. I mean, yes, we are big fans, but at the same time, it's not.
It's
Because
not an Eminem
because
podcast, yo.
It just happens to be like
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a rollout and the
Yeah.
album came out, and here we are.
Yeah, last time we were speaking, Houdini had come out. And then the next time we spoke, Toby came out.
And now we're like, oh,
And
this
now
is
the
trash.
album's out. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't understand why that was a single. Given like some of these tracks,
Mm.
I don't. It felt like is it a throwaway single or something, or maybe because of the features, just to, capitalize on having two different artists on it, just to like appeal to Big Sean's fan base and forgot his name. Like just I don't know, to get that attention. He didn't want to drop a single with just him solo.
Look,
Or
I
just-
think no matter what you say about his music or whether you like it or not or what his strategy is, I strongly disagree with the fact that he makes decision based on attracting fan bases. I
That's
think
true.
that's one of his few strengths that is just like
yeah, it's
you
done. It's
can't-
OP.
it's done.
So how do you feel? One word.
What? Oh my
Just
god!
no.
Okay.
We'll get into the details, but like just to start off, like
Okay, one word. How do I feel?
mm,
Is I feel happy.
yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad that there's an Eminem album out. I know you asked me for a word, but
happy. You said happy.
Yeah,
You gave me
yeah.
the word. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna get into the
okay.
meat and butter, the butter chicken.
Yeah, the butter chicken and rice for real. So look, I'll tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm always so happy to listen to any new song or project by Eminem. I feel like his point of view on the world, because he's not someone who drops as often as some other artists. So he does take his time. He'll take easy 2 years between albums.
I mean, to be fair, like he's not. When I say not in his prime, I don't mean like he's not as good as he used to be. I mean like there's no reason for him to drop music anymore. So saying that he doesn't drop as often isn't really a point. Like the fact that he's dropping an album in 51.
Oh yeah, of course. But what I was trying to say is the fact that he takes 2 years to drop an album
Yeah.
makes me be excited to listen to his point of view over what's happened over the last 2 years.
Mm.
And I feel like I got that with this album, and that's all. It's always a pleasure being able to listen to what he has to say, him commenting on weird, different things that I didn't even expect, some things I even forgot, and him talking about that. So it's good to listen to an Eminem project. How I feel about it is, so I have a weird. Usually with music, whenever new albums come out, if I like something right away, I've noticed that people tend to not like it. If I love something right away,
Okay.
I feel like it doesn't gain that much commercial attention. Maybe because of my taste in music, but I felt that way about Utopia. Since it came out, I was like, I love this. I love Utopia, you know? There's some albums that take time to grow on me, like Astroworld took its
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Black, when Black came out, you showed me Black, and I was like, I don't know, man. Took its time and then grew on me, and then I recognized the genius, you know? And I think I feel that way about this album. Considering also the fact that it's a concept album, there's a bit more meaning to it behind, like there's that whole story, the arc and all that. I feel like there is some something more that this album can give to me. I'm just yet to listen to it more and more and just embrace all that.
Yeah. I mean, I've jumped into the subreddit, and a lot of people making the statement that it's like apparently it's the best album since the Eminem show. That's a common comment I've been reading.
I feel like, do you?
These are people who've like I've listened to it 3-4 times, and this is their conclusion.
And what's yours?
I've only heard it once. He does manage to bring that energy back because when you listen to his albums, since like the period before and after Relapse, since Relapse onwards, not even Relapse, Recovery, because I was a different man. Like because drugs and rehab and all that stuff, like he just became a different person. Because the early, like the Slim Shady was just drug fueled mania, and then he sobered up and he started making different music. So this is him trying to bring back both, like the old Slim Shady with the Marshall Mathers. So did it work? I think so, but I don't know. I feel like he dragged on a lot with some of the stuff that he's talking about. It feels like it was never a problem to begin with.
That's actually a good point. Because
like he's talking about so much hate that
yes,
which hate are you talking about?
That, I agree 100%. That's something, by the way, that I've noticed about him even earlier on in his career.
No, but I understand early, like you would understand.
No, but a lot of it is brand image. A lot of it is you saying all these parents are blaming their kids' upbringing to me when they're the parents.
Yeah.
When in reality, those conversations might have been happening, but they just came into the public eye after he mentioned it. So you actually amplify the conversation. And I feel like that's the attempt that was made over here. I'm getting canceled. I'm getting hate, but it's like not.
Nobody's. You're fine.
Yeah,
you're cool.
Yeah,
relax.
Like, I don't think so.
I mean, some people. Like when a lot of people are discussing his old music nowadays, they go, yeah, this wouldn't fly today. But most people that still listen to him, they don't care. Like they were bangers, they're still bangers, they're classics. It's done. But for that, like for the earlier music we're talking about, with blaming parents and blaming him and whatnot. That was different because like back then he was a problem child. He was a menace to society. Now you're like a 51-year-old millionaire. Not saying you don't have problems, but like what? How many songs?
Yeah, he told you his elevator's broke, no?
Exactly. Like how many songs talk about you can't stop me? They're coming for me. No one's coming for you. You're good.
Yeah,
you are good.
I think also
But then again, I can't speak on the man, but
yeah, I think also because look, I think the hatred is there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna deny that. I've witnessed a lot of it. There is like, you can really go off if you're on the right kind of timeline on Twitter. You can find a lot of Eminem hate.
I mean, I don't even go on Twitter anymore. There's every type of hate right now.
There's every type
Twitter,
of hate.
Twitter is just
it's just all kinds.
It's trash now.
Toxicity. Yeah. So
you said it early.
I said toxicity early.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the hatred is there. He may be amplifying it a bit out of proportion. It doesn't need to be that much noise about that. Is it the best album since Eminem Show? I don't think so. I've told you this before. I love Music to Be Murdered By.
Yeah.
So that's still there for me. That's up there. And I think Recovery is not... Recovery is to be respected. I think Recovery and Relapse, by the way.
Recovery is the equivalent of the Black Album.
Okay.
Recovery is like the Black Album. It's Metallica and Jay-Z.
Okay. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say it was like the mainstream attempt that was very, very successful.
Yeah.
Like the old Eminem stuff, the old Metallica stuff, old Jay-Z stuff was the genre, like defined. And then the Black Album, both Black Albums, and Recovery was like a touch towards the mainstream. And it was because it was a mainstream success. I think that's why like people don't, once something is too successful, it's like, oh no, it's
it can't.
It's not the real shit.
Yeah, no. I do not agree, because if that's the case, then go make it.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Like, like you listen to Metallica, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Black Album, as much as people love it, as much as a success it is, there's some people who hate it for the fact that it became too popular.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
And those are the people that I'm replying to. I'm saying that if you don't see craftsmanship in that...
Over there.
And, yeah.
Listen to you, dogs.
How dare you?
How dare you? First off.
Yeah, to people who say that, just because it's a commercial pop record, there's no craftsmanship.
No, that's not.
Go do it then. It's like, go do it. Go make that Dua Lipa single that you just heard that you were like, oh, what is this? Go make it.
I was listening to Relapse and I just forgot how much of a banger that album is.
Yeah, Relapse. That's why when the subreddit is saying that this may be the best album since Eminem show. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think people who do not actually listen to Eminem are very quick to jump on, he's not that good, he's not this, he's not that. Just say I don't like it and I feel like it's cool.
Yeah.
But for you to come and say it's the best album since Eminem show, it means you haven't heard his music since Eminem show. Only because there are different, like, okay, if you want like the hardcore rap lyrical miracle thing, there is Relapse. Go listen to it. Relapse is disgusting.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, it's insane how good it is. You want the pop thing? There is Recovery. You want more modern music? There is Music to Be Murdered By. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. What, for me, I would say this. If people are saying that this is a great album because of the fact that it's going back to the old Slim, I think that's my one problem with this album. Yeah. I don't like that it's going back to the old Slim. And I know he's spoken about this. Oh, you guys want me to do the old shit, then you want me to make new music and this and that. I'm sure he's getting all kinds of feedback from fans. I'm just speaking about my opinion. I love to listen to Eminem in his current state, which is what I got in Music to Be Murdered By, which is why I loved it. Where he was talking about COVID, he was talking about what type of decisions he made in his career and if he would do those things again.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he has reached a level of success where he sees himself as a legend now. That's what I enjoy. Yeah. I don't like him going back to something.
Yeah, but this is why I think this album is a bit like it didn't feel like it was well thought. I mean, it was probably overthought because it's Eminem, but I don't know. The angle was a bit strange. It was very strange.
Yeah, I will say.
Yeah, I was like I said, it's the first listen, but a lot of times I was confused on who's who.
Oh, okay, got you.
Like who's the one doing the? I mean, he's doing the voice difference and
the voice and the mix is different.
Yeah, that's actually that was kind of sick. Yeah. Like it's an old mix versus a new mix.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know. It was that intro alone. That's one of the best intros I've heard in a while.
Yeah. The intro is amazing.
Yeah.
The intro to the album, even that second song, Habits, I really like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of second song, White Gold. I usually like White Gold. He's done 1, 2, I don't know how many collabs now with Eminem, and I love all of them whenever they come up. Am I mistaken in thinking it's more than one? I know it's Zeus, and then there's one more. Anyway, point being, I feel like
he comes in.
He comes in, but I feel like he missed, man, this
Really?
time around. Yeah, I didn't like both of the features. I didn't like them. I didn't like the chorus on Habits, and I didn't like it on the other one as well. But that's the one thing. So again, I'm refraining from speaking too much about this album because I haven't heard it that much. So I'm only making statements on what I'm sure about. And what I'm sure about is I know that White Gold is much better than this.
Okay.
I think it was cool, but I've heard White Gold be insane.
Yeah. Well, then speaking of features, how do you feel about features?
The boy.
He had to come in. Bro, honestly, like, if anyone was good, Jid had to fight for his life. But if there was anyone that could keep up, it was probably him.
No,
I'm so happy. This is I've always wanted a Jid.
Yeah.
JID. Do people say Jid? I know it's JID.
I
but
say
like,
Jid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I'm not gonna JID. Like, who else would have caught up? Like, maybe like Kendrick's probably the only one who would. That would be an insane collaboration. But
it's been done.
Eminem, Kendrick?
Love Game.
Oh, shit.
Love
You're
Game.
Right. Yeah.
Marshmallow's LP2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. But no, I like this. This was nice. This is the feature I needed.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. Also, I'm very happy for Jid. I feel like he deserves all the recognition.
Hold up. I mean, the guy, technically, yes, he deserves his flowers, but I feel like he already had his flowers. Like, he does have the recognition. Like, this wasn't a gift.
No. I don't think it was a gift. I think he earned it.
Yeah, no, the guy, but it's not like he just blew up now. Like he is up there.
He's up there.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a lot more attention than he
has.
Okay,
yeah, fair enough.
So,
what about the new?
Go listen to Jid.
We got a Pinoy rapper, bro.
Yo, Easy Milk. So Easy Milk. Okay. I was listening to that song, and I was like, I think Easy Meal is cool, by the way. And this is the second collab that they do together after Realist. And speaking of, I think Easy Meal's so unlucky in the fact that anytime he has Eminem on his song, Eminem is so in the zone. And it's like, like, okay, you're a good, like, okay, you're a great rapper, Eminem, but like, why are you always in the zone when you're with me? Like, relax, bro.
I mean, it's kind of like bring your boss to work day. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you're good, but if your boss is gonna show up, he's gonna show you why he's the boss.
When Eminem was like, yeah, it's so his name for me is what? Like 10 minutes on stage, Easy Meals.
yeah.
It's like, man, yo, if my record label boss did that to me and said, your name is me 10 minutes on stage, I'd be like, how do I break this contract?
I swear, I get the disrespect. But I mean, I remember for a long time, you know, you'd always say like, I would love to be dissed by Eminem. Just it's okay, trash me as long as it's you. So
yeah, you'd get the attention.
So it's fine.
Easy Mills.
I think the one line that made me pause throughout, because I need to listen. I've only listened to it once. I need to listen more. But the one line that made me pause was the I'll show you the ropes and then you can hang with it.
Yeah, I recall that line.
Yeah,
it's
something like that. It's not exactly like that, but
I remember something around that.
It's the first or second song, and I was like, oh, hold up.
The one line that made me lose it was I think it's a triple or quadruple on top. No, it's a triple, I think. On a song called Bad One.
Yeah.
When he's talking about the girl that she thinks, like something about how he's made all these great songs, but she keeps talking about the bad one.
Yeah.
And then he's like, something like, bitch, my temper is like the girl that I just bagged. It's a bad one. And then it led to bad one having 3 meanings. So it was bad song, a bad girl, and bad temper. I thought that was very cool. Very well done.
I don't know. I actually listened to every song with a Genius open.
Like yeah, me too.
I would start and read. I need to. That's the thing. But I need to. I need 3-4 listens. To go.
I think him and Kendrick are the only 2 artists that I do that with, where I read the lyrics.
Yeah.
Not because they're not easy to grasp onto. They are, but
yes and no.
For me, I think I don't find difficulty in that.
Yeah.
But it's just that because these 2 tend to go at a pace and put so much meaning in like one single phrase.
Yeah.
That reading it helps me.
Yeah, true. But I did feel, as much as he called it a conceptual album, I feel like after a certain song, I don't remember which song it was, just before he's like, oh, I'm going to take it easy on this one. And I think it's Bad One. Bad One is the chill one, right? Like, I think it's like track, the third from the bottom.
All right, so let's just quickly look at the... But what's the point you're trying to make?
Later. After the... I think it's Bad Ones.
Also,
what?
Can I just say, what a artwork, man. The album cover is so nice. I really like this album cover.
Yeah. But, is it Bad One?
So where they merge, where they have the fight, name is Guilty Conscience.
And then
it's Head Honcho, the one with Easy Mills.
Yeah.
Then Temporary, where he's writing the...
So after Temporary...
Died. Yeah, when he dies.
Yeah. Then I feel like there was no need for everything else.
Yeah, finish it on that. Actually, that's not a bad point. Although I quite like Bad One, but then Toby and Somebody Save Me, I think these 2...
Somebody Save Me, it was just like, okay, it's his flowers, let him have it. But, then why was Toby... Why was it as was a single, and why is it there? Like,
this song doesn't really make sense to me. Even like following through the story and everything after.
That's it. The story ends before.
I feel like it ends on Temporary. Like it should have ended on there.
Yeah,
which would have been a crazy ending, by the way. To have that whole twist that we're actually one, and then Slim is the one who's writing that letter to the daughter. Like that would have been a very nice ending, actually. No, I agree with you. I think execution in terms of storytelling, like the arc, I think could have been better. song by song, there are a bunch of really enjoyable tracks on this.
There's a lot of enjoyable tracks.
There's a lot of enjoyable,
but then there's a lot of repetition. That was my
exactly,
problem.
yes.
That was my problem.
I think if you have the overall vision of the story, I think you could have removed a couple of tracks and made it a bit.
Concise.
Yeah, made it concise. No, I agree. I agree. That is my one problem with this.
Either way, it's back. Yo, Christopher Reeves.
Oh my. Enough.
But he does mention, so this song actually was made 2004.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I don't think it was recorded then.
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like an old track.
It sounds like his new delivery.
But, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
What do you want? Like, what did he do to you?
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I mean, like,
yeah, it was a fun song, man.
Bad respect to Christopher Reeves, like, you know, rest in peace and all, but like, how do you even go around being like, this is a song I want to make?
Yeah, like everybody to the dance floor. You too, Chris. Oh my days.
Dr. Dre must be like the most patient man on the planet.
Yeah, for real. Having to deal with that.
I mean, you said deal with that, but like financially, I think he's like, you know what, Slim, pull your penis out.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly. Do you, bro?
Do you?
Do you, boo boo?
Wait, actually, one thing I wanted to check was the production. I didn't check production.
Is that because of Dre? Is that why you bring that up?
Yeah.
He has one song.
No, but in general, I didn't know, because I know Eminem produces a lot of his stuff, and Dre obviously. But I didn't check the credits. I just wanted to know, like, is it still?
That is a good question. So I'm gonna pull that up right now. Okay, producers. Eminem, Resto obviously. Oh, Habits is produced by White Gold as well. Okay. Fred Drake, Dem Joins, Eminem again, Don Cannon, Eminem, Dr. Dre.
Song
by song.
Okay.
By song, yeah.
Which one's Dre?
Dre did Lucifer.
Okay.
Yeah, will make sense. Then Eminem again, then Mr. Porter, the one with Jid.
Yeah.
Porter. Then Dem Joins again, then Eminem, then Fred Drake, then Eminem, then Skyler, the temporary.
Yeah.
Then Eminem again. It's mostly just Eminem.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what they should have done? I know it's a whole different circle, but they should have brought Mustard on one of the beats.
Wait, I just realized that the digital download has a bonus track.
Okay.
Produced by Premiere.
All right. But yeah, I was saying they should have brought Mustard. Just
because he's
it's the moment.
The talk of the town right now.
He's the talk of the town.
Yeah.
There's a couple more albums that dropped. It wasn't just Common, by the way. There's a couple more albums that came out.
Oh yes, Common dropped, by the way. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I listened to around halfway through, I'd say. Just about halfway through.
I listened to it back to back.
Oh, the Eminem album.
Yeah, and then Common, yeah.
Okay. I did it the other way. I listened to Common first.
And like, these people are in two different worlds.
Yeah.
Common is just like, yo, bro, love and peace and like community. And
life is good.
Life is good. My brother told me, take $1, make 2 out of it, and share it with everyone. Yeah, and then I was like, fuck blue. All of you, especially little people. Like,
what? For real?
So it was. You know when you go to perfume shops and you try perfume, and then for you to try the other one, they give you like a little bit of coffee, like coffee beans to. That's what it felt like after listening to the Eminem album. I listened to Common. I was like, this is the coffee. This is the palate cleanser.
Exactly. That's what it was. I listened to Common halfway through. I didn't get a chance to listen to all of it, which I am going to tonight, hopefully.
Yeah.
I thought it was really well done. From the first 4 or 5 songs, I feel like Pete Rock didn't snap to the point that I was expecting, but Common did.
Yeah.
I feel like Common really brought that energy, and he built that mood, he built that vibe, you know? Like, I felt taken into his world again, because Common as an artist, I love Common so much.
Yeah.
But
he's just easy with it.
He is easy with it. The thing is, because life is so hectic and fast and this and that, listening to Common requires a different kind of mood for me.
Yeah. But that's what he brings to the table.
And he brought that. I feel like he did that, at least with the first 5-6 songs that I heard.
No, but you're saying about Pete Rock, by the way. Like, you hear how he drops like some of the common samples
Yeah,
from
yeah,
other
yeah,
songs
yeah.
in the middle, which is nice.
It is nice. Yeah, man. Nothing else to say except good things about Common. Another artist that I feel like is very underappreciated. I feel like another artist that doesn't get the attention that he deserves.
He has a street love, like he's loved.
Yeah, I
maybe
mean more
not
like
maybe not financially, but he's
yeah. I mean generally
Mm.
like in mainstream music.
yeah.
I was watching. I'm gonna deviate a bit.
Go.
I was watching the podcast yesterday with Joe Budden and Vince Staples, and he said something where he was like, "Artists are no longer an asset for a record label. The asset is the song.
Yes.
So you make that one song, and that's the product that I can sell.
Yeah.
It might be the one single hit, and that's it. Now you and that song is a profitable asset for me."
I don't know. If you look at someone like Ice Spice, I feel like they're using her as an asset more than her music. I feel like they're using the music to sell her.
So you're proving my point, which is that the artist no longer is the asset.
Okay.
It's everything around it.
I suppose, yeah. Because I mean, maybe because I don't really follow her, but it feels like she doesn't have like a presence. It's just the music is there, and it's just like she's an avatar for the music.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I know what you mean.
Like with someone like Drake, for example, or Kendrick. Like there's this aura, there's this person, and he's speaking that aura, that person, that character into the music, and you're like, yes, I fucks with this person, and I'm with that vibe.
Which is exactly what they were speaking about. How many of those can you name?
That's the thing. You're right. But with her, I feel like she has these songs that are hits, and then they just plug her as the face of it. Something attractive that
I know. No.
But besides that, like, who is she? I have no idea
Yeah.
who she is.
And this isn't even like a jab at her or anything.
Yeah,
no, like, go get your money or whatever. But the thing is,
where's the person?
Yeah. If anything, I'm not even blaming her. I think she's smart in recognizing that. And in building all these little things around her that allow her to be relevant, to have eyes onto her.
Yeah.
Because if I talk about personalities and actual artists that are being looked at as an asset, maybe other than Kendrick Cole, Drake, maybe Russ, maybe Travis, you could name them like within 2 seconds. I'll finish the entire list.
Tyler.
That's it.
All right, fine. Can't think of the top of my head, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. But it's funny that you bring up Vince Staples. You watch this guy's interviews?
Yeah,
love him.
Yeah, yeah. What a character!
It's like, how many people?
What a character!
Do you have house parties? It's like, what, bro? Listen to this guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
House parties? Are you crazy?
What a character! Yeah. I love Vince Staples. Also, he's got a show on Netflix. That's out now.
That's true.
So good for him.
Stop promoting other people's work.
No, come on. Okay, we should promote at least people who kind of deserve it.
Yeah, that's
which,
true.
If you think about it, we've only spoken about who Common, Jid, and Vince Staples now. Vince Staples.
Who else is working on something? Someone is working on something.
I saw. So this, what is this white party that these guys go to on 4th of July?
That's National Day, basically.
Yeah, but do you know the white party that Mark Cuban or whatever? Not Mark Cuban. What am I saying, dude? The white party. Where all the celebs go and they're dressed up in white.
Well, wasn't that what, like, Diddy parties?
No.
I'm cutting this whole part out. I'm not mentioning that name here.
Okay. Oh yeah. Also, fuck me, Diddy got it from Eminem. Like Eminem went at him like 3 times.
Yeah. Everyone.
Okay, so this is what I was looking at: The White Party by Michael Rubin. Okay. A lot of A-list celebrities in there. And there was a picture posted of Drake. He was there. I don't know if you saw that.
No. Ooh.
So
what's going on?
So yeah, someone said Drake aged more during this beef than Abraham Lincoln did during Civil War. That boy has not been sleeping.
But I think it's the end. It's done. The video is out. Worst case, the Grammys. If I think that's gonna be the end should be, unless he drops another Grammy video.
Speaking of, by the way, now
Yeah.
that we're talking about these guys, actually,
Yeah.
did you see what the official Argentinian
Oh
football
yeah,
page posted?
yeah.
Oh man, ah man, like you need to stop doing this to yourself.
Yeah.
Like Drake needs to, I think, stay low, man. Just stay low for a bit. Relax. Stop going out there as if nothing happened. We know, everyone knows what's happened. I think that he still has it in him to give us years and years of great music, good albums, all of that. I think protect the brand. Again, this is only my opinion, but I feel like why keep putting yourself in those positions where people are continuing to make fun of you?
Yeah.
Stop doing this.
I mean, it's part. He's always been trying to play like the goofy, I don't care kind of character.
Yeah.
Not in the music, but like in person.
Yeah. But once that's been exposed.
Yeah. Let him.
So welcome to the podcast, guys, for those who are just joining in. For those who are just tuning in.
Yes, to this pre-recorded session.
Welcome to the podcast where we make it more difficult for you to separate the man from the artist.
Yes. I want to talk about music here. By music here, I mean, it seems like there's a lot going on. But, and this is a discussion we probably had a bunch of times. But what is missing?
In the UAE music scene?
Yeah. And not in terms of who's missing, more like what are we doing wrong?
Okay. So I've heard a lot of people have different views on it.
Yeah.
Do you know that meme of this guy where he's sitting and he's like, pay me $5 and I'll debate you on anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that guy right now because I'll debate anyone on this. Our problem is nothing except the fact that our content is not up there.
Okay.
I am yet to hear music where I feel like it's up there. And I say that for everyone. Everyone.
Yeah.
Are we getting there? Yes, I think so. I think there's music out today, even by the same artists that have been doing it for years now. Even, I would say, look at us.
Yeah.
I am happier with the music that we're making today than we were yesterday.
For sure. Yeah.
The reason why we do not have the attraction today, we don't have the attention from people, general public, is I believe number one, because the content isn't there. It's not at the level that it should be.
Yeah.
Number two, it's because there is no clear agenda in terms of who is my target audience and how am I supposed to appeal to them.
Right.
There are people who keep saying, okay, let's do, like the OGs will say this, which they will be like, we need to start rapping in Arabic and having our culture come forward and all that. And that's great. But then you can't come to me and say, I dropped my, I don't know what, my EP and it only got 2,000 views.
Yeah.
It's because you're trying to go into something completely brand new when you're saying that I want to go make hip hop music that has Arabic elements in it and this and that. Where's the target audience? The target audience, if we just start talking about hip hop now, your target audience is not in UAE. Let's establish that once and for all.
But it depends. So you're saying that based on the type of music that's being made? That you saying?
I'm talking about hip hop.
You're saying that there is no audience, or are you saying that the music that's being made hip hop wise is not? It doesn't have the audience here, like the music that's being made.
Oh, that's a good question. No, I think it's the first one. The audience in itself, generally over here, isn't all that. And you need to admit this.
Size wise, or
yeah. I mean, size wise and even share wise. If you listen to, it's common for you to find albums and vinyls being sold in every part of the world.
Yeah.
You don't see that here. You can go to a Virgin Megastore and the discs are stacked. They're completely stacked and they're not moving.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this is because every community, every type of civilization is set up for different purposes. Dubai is one that is not set up to support art. That's not what the point of the city is, yes, there are elements of that.
Yeah.
You can go to Circle Avenue. You can go to a bunch of places. You can go to Seoul and whatever it may be. But what's our problem with Seoul? Everyone I speak to Seoul, they say the same thing. Commercialized, commercialized, commercialized.
Yeah.
It's because you're in the city of commercials.
Yeah.
So no, there is that problem that we as artists need to put a higher benchmark on the content that we're putting out. That's problem number one, and we need to all admit it. At the same time, we need to also have a clear vision on who is our target audience. Admit to yourself that it may not be here. My target audience, especially in today's day and age, the world is global, man. Like you can drop something on Spotify, and for all you know, it could pop off in New Zealand. If that's where your target audience is, work towards that.
Yeah, but then how do you come off as genuine? As much as I hate that word, like in music, how do you come off genuine if your target audience is not where you're at? Like, who are you to try to be like, I'm that guy somewhere else online? It's not even, because it's not like you show up and like take over the scene. No, you're just like somewhere. Let's say you're here and you're trying to target the US, which is a big market. It's where hip hop is anyways. How do you, in full faith, say, I'm genuine, I got you. You are my target audience.
Okay. This is a conversation you and I have had about a song that we were working on.
Yes.
And you know what song I'm talking about. Yeah. Before Dawn, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, everything. Yeah. So first, I want to say, I'm not saying that you should not make music for Dubai and make it for America.
Yeah.
I'm saying don't limit it to Dubai. Don't limit your target audience to Dubai. That's one. Two, to answer your question on how do you come off as genuine or authentic, I think it's not so much as being true to who my father or his father was. It's being true to who I am and what am I doing.
Yeah.
I would love to go and put in drums or I would love to put in a sitar in my songs.
Yeah.
Because that's what my culture is. But I don't listen to that. I don't listen to music with sitar in it. So it's not me. Actually, it's my father's culture.
Yeah.
What's that line you have?
Somewhere between my pop's culture and pop culture.
And pop culture.
Yeah.
I am more pop culture, not my pop's culture.
Yeah.
So if I can stop putting that as the benchmark, I think I'll myself start to become real when I say, okay, what do I actually like? I like hip hop. Am I respecting, first of all, not just this genre, but the culture? Am I respecting that? Am I understanding what it stands for? Or is it just means to make money or make noise or get fame or this and that? No, I'm actually appreciative and inspired by the stories that I'm hearing within those communities and this and that. And I feel connected. I feel like I am one of them. Because when I listen to whoever rap about something or do an interview or make a movie about something, I feel like, yes, this I can relate to. This I feel like is the culture that is building me. So I say all of this to say, if you want to be real, first and foremost, be real to the culture that you're trying to step into or the culture that is shaping you up to be the person that you are.
It's the second one. See, that's the thing. Okay. So for me, it's more of a it's a vessel. Like I see hip hop more as like as a vessel, because when you listen to, that's why there's so many genres that are popping right now outside the U.S. Like where you have grime in the U.S., you have hip hop from South Africa or from Germany, or Italian rap as well, by the way. But they've used hip hop as a vessel to convey who they are. Yes, you have to pay respect to that culture, but when you say it's your pop's culture and your culture are different, it's not. The more you grow up and you realize that you actually connect more with your origins as an artist, at least that's like at least how I see it. The more I'm growing up, I'm connecting my origins. Like I'm bringing it forward, using hip hop as a vessel to speak it out.
So my problem with that is that you using the vessel that is hip hop in itself is blasphemy.
Why?
Because hip hop is means to express yourself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, well, we all admit that.
Yeah.
And then you come and you say that this is my culture, my pop's culture that is inspiring me, and I'm using hip hop as means to express myself. That is, then you're saying exactly what I'm saying, which is then you're being real about it.
Yeah, but that's what yeah.
I'm saying using the sitar example that I
Yeah.
gave you, putting a sitar in it when I don't
That's
listen to
so
it.
that's where the difference is. Forcing it on is a whole different
Yes,
thing.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but for example, there's certain elements like, for example, I never put a single Arabic word in any song
That's not true.
originally
Ah,
before. I mean, now I
now
do it
you
all
do.
the time.
Yeah.
I love it because I'm realizing the reason why a big part of my love for hip hop and like poetry also comes from Arabic music and Arabic poetry, and I just had to connect both of them to really express, to come off as me. I was like, yeah, this is what I love, and to make my this music mine, I brought elements of my pop's culture basically,
And that I'm in agreement with.
and that is because that's something I connect with. But and I agree with you with the second point. I wouldn't put let's say like a oud on a song. I mean, as much I like oud. Okay, maybe so that's a bad example. I would put a
Yeah,
oud.
but me putting sitar, for example,
Exactly.
when
If,
I don't
if it's
listen to
something,
Indian
yeah.
classical.
If it's something that is part of your culture, but you don't really identify with it. Anyways, you'll look awkward. Like you cannot pull something off
And
like
that
that.
exactly, and that is that's like full circle in me
Yeah.
trying to make my point, which
Yeah.
is don't be doing things because you feel like
Don't
this is
force
my
it.
yes, and this is my Dubai is my target audience.
Yeah.
So I need to come off as authentic over here. So let me put in Arabic raps and let me put that. No, if that's who you are,
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
Number two, if that's the when I said respect the culture that you're stepping into
Mm.
as an artist, do not um, fill it with substance that's so diluted and fake just for streams
Yeah.
or just for attention. Where if you're gonna put in Arabic stuff in it just because you feel like that's what's gonna pop off and this and that, then you are actually being disrespectful to this whole genre that you're going into. This is why the whole what are they called? Culture vultures,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these type of words, they come because of people trying to abuse something that's been built for years and years and years. So if that's who you are, if you you are first of all aware of who you are and you want to express that, yes, using hip hop as a vessel, I agree.
Yeah. And that's what it's always been, anyways.
But bending hip hop because you think that's what's gonna work in Dubai, if I use Arabic words or if I put the duff on it,
Yeah. But yeah, look,
nah,
but
man.
it comes down to it. Marketing is marketing and art is art. If you're doing something for marketing,
Yeah,
then it's not.
you're right. But then again, look, there is a conversation in there, and I don't want to go too deep into this, but there is a conversation over there about
Mm.
can artists even be artists anymore without doing reels or doing video shoots all the time, photo shoots all the time, podcasting, blogging, vlogging. You need to do all of this.
I know. So my name is Abdullah. I'm a rapper, videographer, photographer, editor. What else? What else am I doing? Reel maker, social media, whack ass manager.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but
It's the reality of things.
it's a
You know,
reality.
it translates also in with acting. Uh, these kind of places that usually um, produce artists,
Mhm.
actors, poets, musicians, whatever it is, somewhere like New York or London, or these big places that are like cultural hubs of art. There's a real fear that it's dying because these places are becoming so expensive to live in, and you as an artist, like when you start off, you're not making money basically. So these guys that have a lot of talent that come out of nowhere are it's becoming harder and harder for them to establish themselves in places like London or New York, where that's where music is. And there's a fear that we're only just going to end up with, as much as I love him, people like Cumberbatch. Like he comes from a high family,
Mm.
art school, did acting, the whole deal. But you're not going to have any more of those guys who's like, yeah, I used to live in a trailer park and I came to New York and I stayed under a bridge at a friend's house, and then next thing I know, I'm the biggest hot shit. That's kind of dying off.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And like that's something we don't have here. That's also another problem, I guess.
Yeah. And also because when you are in those rough times,
Yeah.
it kind of really puts you to the test, no? It kind of really makes you practice your art to the highest level when you know there's nothing else I have but this.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I think a big element is when, at least when you grow up with money, or like when you're well off from the beginning. Not to say that they don't live life like we do. Obviously they don't, but it's a whole different experience, which the majority of people don't go through. The music that we love are from people who've experienced life like in different aspects. When you grow up, I mean, like now we live comfortably. We don't have as many adventures as we used to do as when we were kids. Those adventures are what shape you and make music and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, prime examples like Corey Taylor. Like, I mean, even though he didn't write all the music, but still, that music comes from somewhere. From it's not just about music being, coming from struggle. It's in general. Once you're comfortable, there's no, I don't know, feels like a default mode that doesn't foster creativity.
But speak for yourself. Like me being comfortable, but being all up in my head. I have all my adventures. I have all the stories. I have all kinds of stories in my head, man.
Yeah, true. But
that's what fuels my creative process.
Yeah. But I mean, like if sheltered, I feel like a lot of people are sheltered, and because we live comfortably, there's a lot of people who are sheltered, and I don't know. I feel like it's difficult to make music.
That sheltered thing is what I was talking about when I said that it makes me personally. I know I'm the type of person, and I know a few artists that I've met.
Yeah.
Cool artists. That I'm not gonna shout out right now. But they would also perform better, just like I would, had I not been so comfortable and had they not been so comfortable.
Okay.
Because there was a time in my life where I knew whether I make it in music or not, it's okay. And my desires were different. Of course, my desires were, I want this and I want that, and I have so much to say. I want to make these songs. But understanding the difference between desires and the will to actually get up and do something, that's very important, man. And I'm speaking about this because of that thing you said, which is being comfortable. Being comfortable is your biggest enemy.
Bro, being comfortable is like death.
It's like death, exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
Let's go outside.
Yeah. And I think for me, like musically speaking, the biggest transition, the biggest change in how I started working towards music and mixing and all this came when I realized that, and when we had that conversation, I told you that this for me is my purpose. I would feel like I did not fulfill my purpose if I did not do this, if I did not give him my everything. You know?
Go outside.
Let's go outside.
Bruh. Get there, bro.